The market moves toward all-time highs as expected. Are the bulls running away? This is Invest with Jacob. Okay, guys, so in yesterday's video, we talked about the fact that as long as we were above 53.30, we should expect the market to continue higher in a more direct route toward that 5400 area, and that's exactly what we saw. The market came down and tested 53.30 early on before pushing up near all-time highs at the close of the day. In fact, the SPY and SPX did make all-time highs. So now the question is, are the bulls going to run away with it? I'll get into that in just one second, but first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP500 and the NASDAQ. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, with the push towards all-time highs, let's jump into the chart and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 1-hour futures chart for the S&P 500. We've talked in depth about this move up and how we're tracking it as a potential expanded B wave or a fifth wave of an ending diagonal. In both cases, you're getting 3-wave overlapping moves. So that's why we're not looking at necessarily 5-wave moves, except for in the C waves, which we'll see here in just 1 second. So we talked about this 53.30 area being our wave 4 low and our area that the bulls needed to hold to continue a more direct route to 5400, which we've been talking about for weeks now. And off of that, we got an AB setup. So you have A and B. And then today I talked about on my live call, this was a 1-2 setup, and we'd be looking for the bulls to break out. I actually thought they'd wait probably till tomorrow to do it, but they went ahead and did it today. And they got basically up to all-time highs on the ES, double topping, and got all-time highs on the SPY and SPX. So we would still expect them to continue higher here and continue the breakout. 54.04 is the natural target here, so we'd look for them to push up and then top around that 54.04 area. Our overall target has been 5450, 5400 to 5450. This comes in, you got a bunch of confluence here at around 5400. So we would look for that 5404 area to be our first target and see if the bulls can hold there. And that would be our overall look on how this move up completes. And then we look for the market to pull back from there once we do get up into that area. We have 2 major catalysts tomorrow. You have the CPI before the market and the Fed during the market, so that we should see some volatility in the market and some trading opportunities. So overall, we would expect continuation to the upside and a target of 54.04. Now, if the bulls are unable to break out or finish the move up, they have gotten a regular trading hours are all-time high. So off any high, if we see a 5-wave move down that breaks support, that is our first indication that we could be potentially topping in that area. I would still expect a little higher first, but if they don't push higher and they do break down below 53.30, ultimately we'd want to see them come down and challenge this 52.60 area, but that would be our overall path from there. The first sign, again, the bears breaking that 53.30 area and doing so in a 5-wave move. If they do so in a 3-wave move, we'll have to see what we get exactly. Again, breaking down below this 52.60 area is important. And this would make it more of the ending diagonal where we're starting an A leg down instead of a C wave off of an expanded B. In any case, the primary path is for higher up toward 54.04 to 54.50. Somewhere in that range, we would look for a top and a turnover and the bears to push down from there. Over on the NASDAQ, very similar setup here. The NASDAQ did extend a little bit, so we are looking a little bit higher. That happens. We get our initial targets, and then we have to give us what the waves give us. So when you tell me what my target was weeks ago, I tell you that wasn't it nice to know we're in that area weeks later? Isn't it nice to know we're up here in this 19,200 area that we've been talking about for a while? Wouldn't it have been nice to know that weeks ago? And if we go to 19.3, so be it. That's important information to have. It's important to know, hey, with this setup, as long as we're above this key level, we expect 19,150, 19,200, and here we are. So those are important things when you talk about, oh, you say the market can go both ways. No, I say if key levels break, the market can go both ways. I also say that here's our target, and if we overshoot that target or come up just short, you still knew from way back here at 18,300 that we were going to be 1,000 points higher. So invaluable information that we give out here if you will listen and use it, as opposed to wanting to type silly comments about not understanding how the market works. So same type of 1-2 setup here. You had your A, B, 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and 5. We're looking for this to top out around 19.3 to 19.350 Overall, though, we would expect them to continue on this pattern, a little bit of a pullback, and then push higher. And then we'd look for the bears to start to break down in a turnover, but we'd want to see a 5-wave move that breaks support, ultimately breaking down below this wave 4 low at 18,943. So 18,943 is your key level to the downside. Below that, you should start to get a little bit cautious. We really want to see them break down below 18,506, but this is your first level of warning for the bulls. So overall on the NASDAQ, looking for a bit higher and then turning over from there. Guys, if you love the information that I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link and it will take you right over to the webpage. Once you're there, check out our membership plans area. We have 2 incredible monthly plans, both of which come with a 7-day free trial, because I want you to get in there, make sure you love it, and become part of the trading team before you ever spend a penny. You can cancel at any time, and you literally have nothing to lose by checking us out. Now, we also have our educational material, our Elliott Wave for Beginners online course, and our Advanced Elliott Wave course. And in our advanced course, we're going over the exact structures we're seeing now in the market. We do think we're in an expanded flat where the B wave expands to new all-time highs, but it's also possible we're in an ending diagonal, and we go over those in this course as well. We also do double and triple threes, triangles, all kinds of different things in here to explain the complex patterns that occur in the market, how to measure them, and how they look. You can see that we'll go through the actual flat on the video, and then at the end of the video, we go through the chart and how the chart looks with the expanded flat on it, how it reacts, what levels we're looking for, and how those play out so that you can understand these complex patterns. As you can see on the screen, people are really loving this course. It is helping them understand a complex market. But if this is too complex or you're just getting started with Elliott Wave, we also have our Elliott Wave for Beginners online course. This course is helping real traders make real money and finally understand this market in a way that makes sense. It's so confusing when good news makes the market go down and bad news makes the market go up. And that's because Elliott knew that the news itself actually didn't matter and key levels did. He knew what happened when those key levels held and what happened when they broke, and that gives you a huge trading advantage over the rest of the market. Now, this course is 25 videos where I go over 3 different sections. The introduction, where we go over your mindset, the expectations, the KISS method, and why it works. It's important to understand that. The chart setup and tools, where I go through each of the tools you need to use with Elliott Wave Theory and how to use them, as well as the Elliott Wave for Beginners area, where we go through all of the waves, the theory of alternation, the corrective depth theory, the pivot, everything you need to know to find the levels, measure the waves, understand them, and understand this market in a way that makes sense. The cool thing about both courses, the advanced and the beginners course, is that if you want to get them at a discount, we do have our bundle where you can get them for the price of 1.5 courses. You get $37 off. Or if you don't want to pay anything at all, you simply become a member of one of our monthly rooms, as all of our educational material is included in our rooms. In our first room, the Invest with Jacob room, you get all of my real-time market updates, all of my buy and sell alerts, all of your Elliott Wave questions answered, a midday video where I go over several different charts, indicators, and different things we're looking at to understand the market, as well as answer all of your questions, as well as go over the counts. It is about a 30-minute video where we get really in-depth in the market and help you understand trading psychology. We trade the SPY, as well as all of the educational material you just saw. We trade the SPY and the QQQ, and we do day and swing trades. We do trade quite often in my room. Now, if you're looking for individual stocks, futures trading, advanced training, and income trading, you need to check out PT's Throne Room. In there, you get everything you get in the Invest with Jacob room, as well as individual stocks, futures trading, income trading, and his reduced risk binary method that absolutely crushes the market. He gets you in at a cheap price and gets you big multiples on your money, and it's how he structures his trades. It's so unique, something you really have to see to understand. That's another reason we give you that 7-day free trial. He also started a challenge account where he put $4,000 into an account trading mini ES futures, showing you how to build a small account to a large retirement or savings account. Guys, we'd love to have you in these rooms so we can all make money together. All right, a key takeaways for today. We are expecting extension to the upside to that 5,400 to 5,450 area. 5,404 is the natural target. We'll see how it plays out overall. We are looking at 5,330 as our support zone. Anything below that and the bears can start to apply pressure, and any 5-wave move to the downside should be treated with caution. Over on the NASDAQ, same type of setup. We're looking for extension up into the 19,300 to 19,400 area. They did extend their wave 3 just a little bit, so our targets did move up. And from there, we'd be looking for the market to come down, potentially in a 5-wave structure. Anything that breaks down back below this 18,940 area, this low right here, would be considered a cautionary sign for the bulls, and ultimately back below this 18,500 area is a warning sign. So CPI and Fed tomorrow should see some volatility. That is your market update for today. I'll talk to you tomorrow.